Does Mark Pope get some slack from me in this video? We're about to find out. Before I get started, guys, can you please hit the like button? And I sincerely mean this from the bottom of my heart. Thank you to all my subscribers, all my viewers. 90% of you positive feedback. Been very kind, very productive. I've had some productive conversations. 90% of you have been great across all platforms that I have. TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. You guys have been great. There's 10% bad apples out there, but I'll definitely take that. That's just part of the world. 90% of you, even if you don't agree with me, we've had productive conversations, and that's what I'm trying to build here, a community of respect. Respect is the most important thing. You guys don't have to agree with everything I say. A lot of you say you do agree with everything I say, and I mean, that's good. But, yeah, all I want is your best, most respectful opinion on any topic that we talk about. If you're from Kentucky, or let me know where you're from. I live in Richmond, Kentucky. I was raised in southeastern Kentucky. I played sports at Knox Central. I live in Richmond, Kentucky now. Let me know where you're from. Just if you don't mind, let me know where you're from. I'm always looking for new friends. Never have enough good friends. Okay. What else was I going to say? Oh, big announcement at the end of this video. I have a big announcement. Very big announcement. So please watch the end of the video, and I will try to make this as quick as possible. Okay. So a few of my buddies that I truly respect, I don't respect anybody else in the world when it comes to sports and their opinions than I do my friends. And I have a couple of guys that have told me, well, you need to cut him a little bit of slack, cut Pope a little bit of slack. All right, guys. This is my breakdown of Mark Pope. Now, I've already given, like, his stats, his career pace and all that stuff, how it's terrible and all that stuff, the pace he's on and all that. All right. I'm going to give my true feelings of Mark Pope on December 22nd, 2025. Right now, where I stand, I'm giving everybody, this is where I stand. If you don't agree with me, that's fine. But I'm just letting you know, from my standpoint, this is what I'm looking at when it comes to Mark Pope. This is not argumentative or anything, and I've got negative and positive. Let me do the negative in terms of Mark Pope first before we go to the positive. I'm just trying to get you all to understand where I'm coming from. Okay. This is what I expect from Kentucky basketball. And we're going to do based on, in my lifetime, what I have saw. Now, when I say what I have saw, my first year of truly watching Kentucky basketball is about 1991. I'm 10 years old at that time. We went to the Final Four in '84 with Joe B. Hall, but I'm not old enough to, like these people there's younger people. I remember when Pitino won in '96. How old were you? And I find out they're 4 years old. No, nothing like that. But I'm just letting you know what I'm used to and what I expect from Kentucky basketball, okay? Now, I'm not giving you everything from just my lifetime, but just hear me out, okay? Okay. What I'm about to tell you is what Kentucky basketball is to me. This is what Kentucky basketball is to me. We have had 16 30-win seasons in program history. Here are the coaches that have given us those 16 total 30-win seasons. John Calipari is the leader with 5 30-win seasons. Second is Adolph Rupp with 4. Pitino had 3. Tubby had 2. Eddie Sutton and Joe B. Hall had 1 apiece. So 16 30-win seasons, and my 2 favorite coaches of all time, John Calipari and Rick Pitino, have given you 8 of them. So in my lifetime, you got 2 from Tubby Smith. So in my lifetime, I've witnessed 10 seasons of 30 wins or more from Kentucky head coaches. Now, just honorable mention here. John Calipari, 530-win seasons, and he won 29 games twice. So half of John Calipari's career that was mostly spent being crucified by the fan base. 530-win seasons and 2 seasons of 29 wins. And this was a man who was crucified. Don't give me the last 4 years. John Calipari was crucified every single year other than his national championship year. People were complaining about him the following year after he won a national championship. They started complaining about the man and wanting him out and fired and all that stuff. And that's fact. So Calipari with 530-win seasons. Pitino had 330-win seasons. He won 28 once and 29 once. The 29-win season for Rick Pitino was 95, and for those who don't remember, we were upset by North Carolina in the Elite Eight, and Pitino was getting crucified saying he could not win the big game. That's from this same Kentucky fan base. Tubby Smith had two 30-win seasons, and he won 28 twice. This was a man that was crucified from the very beginning, from the start of his coaching career to the end. With nonstop crucifying. So that was in my lifetime. So in my lifetime, I've witnessed 10 30-win seasons, 3 29-win seasons, and 3 28-win seasons. So think about that. 10 30-win seasons, 3 29-win seasons, and 3 28-win seasons. That is 16 seasons of, I won't call the under 30 wins greatness, but that's Kentucky basketball. 30 wins. So at least 30 wins is Kentucky basketball to me. Okay, in my lifetime, I've seen Kentucky go to 8 Final Fours. John Calipari, once again, leads the pack with 4. Rick Pitino, 3. Tubby Smith, 1. Each of them have a national championship. SEC tournament championships. Listen closely. SEC tournament championships in my lifetime. And sorry if I'm screaming. I don't mean to. I've witnessed the Kentucky Wildcats win 16 SEC tournament championships. That's nearly half of my viewing career of watching the University of Kentucky. So I average about 1 every 2 years of watching them win the SEC tournament. The leader, once again, surprise, surprise, is John Calipari, the man who everybody crucifies, saying he didn't care if he won the SEC tournament or not. John Calipari leading the pack with 6 SEC tournament championships. Rick Pitino with 5, and Tubby won us 5 SEC tournament championships. I knew that, but shout out to Coach Smith. Good job, Tubby, for real. Like crucified your entire career. Tubby Smith, half of his coaching career spent winning SEC tournament championships. Pretty damn good for a guy who was crucified from the start of his career to the finish. Now, this is a Pope video, but Calipari and Pitino are greatness. They are royalty. Tubby Smith is a tier below them. He's just a tier below them. I have a lot of respect for Coach Smith. So, let's do an overall rundown of what Kentucky basketball is to me. 30-win seasons. I've witnessed 10 in my lifetime. 3 29-win seasons, 3 28-win seasons in my lifetime. So greatness to me is, and Kentucky basketball to me, you have to at least win 30 games. You have to win 30 games at Kentucky. Why? Because everybody has. The only coach that I didn't name was Billy Gillispie. Every other coach has won 30 games at Kentucky. You have to do that. So 30 wins is what I expect. So in my lifetime, 8 Final Fours, 4-3-1. So 10 30-win seasons, 8 Final Fours, 3 national championships, 16 SEC championship titles. Sorry, my wife just got home. Calipari won 6, Pitino 5, Tubby 5. All right. So greatness to me. What Kentucky basketball is to me. What I expect Mark Pope to be. You have to win at least 30 games. You have to win SEC tournament championships, multiple of them. You have to go to the Final Four, and you have to win the national championship. Okay, that is the expectation. That's the expectation that I have for Mark Pope. Now, so far, what's Mark Pope did, he's not come close to anything. I didn't even count that in my lifetime, I've witnessed a 89% winning percentage at Rupp Arena. Nearly 90% winning percentage at Rupp, and this guy gets beat at Rupp all the time. Okay, so far, Pope not even in the ballpark in any category. Not in the ballpark in any category, and there's no signs of it getting any better. So, to end the negative, here's what I want to say to you all. We have 4 losses. Are you telling me we're not going to lose 6 more games? I don't want to be talking about a double-digit loss season that ended in the Elite 8 or Sweet 16 with no national championship, no SEC tournament championship, no SEC regular season championship, and call that a good year. Give me a break. So if he don't win 30 games, loses double-digit games, we don't go to the Final Four, we don't win the SEC tournament. Really, the SEC tournament, it doesn't mean near as much to me. But, sorry, I was getting a message. But I don't want to hear anything about Mark Pope if he can't reach some of those milestones. Okay? I don't want to hear it. All right. Now, here's the positive, okay? This is the positive. So, a rough start for Pope. And I knew St. John's wasn't any good. The Indiana win didn't impress me at all. But I knew St. John's not that good. Let's just be honest. They're not that good this year. They haven't beat any ranked opponent. They haven't beaten a ranked opponent, but it's still Rick Pitino. It's still Hall of Fame head coach. We were down. We're the worst starting team, and I know it's the positive thing. We're the worst starting team I've ever seen. We're down at halftime. Like, I've never seen a Kentucky team. We're down double digits in the first half, like all the time. Coming out, that tells me he's not getting them ready coming out of the locker room. Okay, we were down 7. Things weren't going good. In the second half against Indiana, they did play hard. In the second half against St. John's, they did play hard. So I will give Mark Pope credit for that. You guys know, we wasn't even giving effort. They wasn't even getting effort. I was sick of this team. I'll tell you how sick I am of this team. I turned down floor seats for free the other night. And it wasn't out of stubbornness. It was just, meh. I don't want to go. We got offered 2 seats, 4 rows behind the UK bench the other night. And I declined it because I didn't want to fight traffic. That's not me being spoiled or anything else. That is no interest in going to watch that whatsoever. That's terrible. And I could have went for free. But I had no interest in that. But now they are hustling. At least he does have us hustling. I don't make excuses over injuries. I don't even want to hear it. Now, okay, your players are playing. I'm a Minnesota Vikings fan. We've had injuries all year long. I've not made one excuse. We've just had a bad year. We've not gotten the job done. I've not made a single excuse, and we've had injuries at every single position possible. It's part of sports, people. It's part of sports. So, Injuries not an excuse to me, but we got everybody together now, and JQ, although I think it was a huge over exaggeration about his offensive game, defensively is what I'm excited about. Here's what I do believe. We're very athletic this year. Last year, I thought teams like Arkansas and Calipari, they took advantage of that. We were non-athletic. This year, I honestly believe that we can beat Arkansas, that we can beat teams like that because we're athletic. We have rim protection this year. Like last year, and I'm just using Arkansas for example. DJ Wagner, is he overrated? Probably. But those Kentucky boys couldn't guard him last year. He took them to the hole, and if he didn't score, he created offense. Now you can't do that. You can't just go to the basket against us and lay it in. We have all that rim protection. So I am excited about that. I'm excited about our talent. I'm excited about how OA played. He's got to play. Low played excellent the other night. JQ, I mean, yeah. I'm a person that don't normally have favorite players because I love all Kentucky players. I appreciate them playing for the University of Kentucky. I love Marino. He spoke at our church. I love that kid. And I'm excited about the way he plays. He missed a layup point blank against St. John's, but other than that, had an excellent game. I love that kid. So, am I excited? I'm excited about what this team could be. I'm excited about what this thing could be. Somebody said to me today, we got everything we need. I agree. We have everything we need. We have all the talent in the world. Do we have the guy that can take us where we need to go, where we have to go? I don't know. And he has no resume for me to say, man, this guy's did it before. He'll get it right. There's nothing there saying that he will. That's my argument. We got stuck with a guy with no resume. And we have to give Mark Pope a chance thing is running out. I mean, the honeymoon's over. It's time to go, man. So I'm going to give him credit. I'm going to end the video. I'm going to give him credit for the wins over Indiana and St. John's. Even though that's two really not good teams. I'm not even sure either team will make the NCAA tournament. If they do, their first weekend out, both will. Both will be. Those teams are not good, but we did play hard. So I'll give him credit. If we follow that up by going down at Alabama, hey baby, if we follow that up by getting beat at Alabama to start the SEC conference play, then it erases it. You can't do that and then go to Alabama is not that good this year. You can't go down there with a team who just beat you by 29 in the SEC tournament and get your ass kicked again. You can't. We have more talent than Alabama. We should beat them. So that's my thoughts. That's my thoughts, and I'm going to end the video because I think my wife's wanting me to cook like I always do.
Peanut butter and jelly night.
Yeah, peanut butter and jelly night at the Adams residence. All right, guys. I know I said an announcement at the end of the video. I'll do that in a reel. I'll make an announcement of what's coming up at the end of. I'll put that in a reel here for y'all. Thank y'all.